1,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Come on.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dump off here to Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 11 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And they are in rhythm on offense because finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah. Position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Davis, they'll try to run for it. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Second and 4. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. He'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. The Cowboys at 14-2 heading into this final week. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Play action now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here. Number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Prescott from the gun. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down, Prescott. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On play action, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they're...
The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's third and goal. Prescott off play action. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This will be caught by Brown. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. Officially, and they will take over first and 10. the Dallas offense back out onto the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And out across midfield down to the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Off the play fake, Prescott. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mitchell. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 44 yards. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Second down and a run by Robinson. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Here's Tress Way now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop
this one all the way past the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right. Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Inside give to Davis. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Up the middle, here's Mitchell to about the 26 here.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle to Davis. Down right around the 25. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try to bring pressure.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the... Gain of 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average.
Offense here set to begin the drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They try. second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to try it here, he's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A nice little screen. First down.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Now it's the first involvement on the ground for the backup running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. after the touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Second and 13.
Powers through him, and Thomas has it. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Complete. It's Dodson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They'll run for it with Robinson. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? I'll get radio silence back.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll drop to throw.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw.
Right, he finds Tolbert.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 2. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Cowboys, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with a sterling 15-2 record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Washington, this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the